What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are gonna go get some stuff for the 410. Not necessarily to like do anything to it, because I still gotta buy a water pump for it. I still gotta buy a front bumper cover for it. I still got to buy like a couple power steering lines, but other than that, you know, the car is basically good to go. But there's just a few things that we really do need to get, which one main thing being the water pump, so I can drive it, see if the car shifts right, just go through the gears, make sure it ain't like crab walking going down the road. Because one of my buddies pointed out to me last night, he's a body guy, he actually pretty much showed me that it looked like that car had been bottomed out at one point, underneath the drip rail. I guess that's what you would call a drip rail, but it's a piece of metal that's underneath the driver's side door. It looks like it was pushed up, and then therefore the fender, that's why that looked like it was popped out. I don't know if maybe somebody curbed that car, ran over a curb, and probably did that. I'll know more about the car once I get it in the air, but I think that's the main reason why that fender looked like it was so far popped out. So hopefully that is the reason. Hopefully the car hasn't been totaled. Really hope the car hasn't been totaled, but I would think the car wouldn't have been totaled, because you basically see that in the shit, when I bought the car from my cousin, the car came with a clean title, so I mean there's nothing wrong with it. So I wouldn't expect that, but I could be wrong. So right now we're gonna go get some stuff to clean it, because I've noticed when I was looking at it really well yesterday that it had an oil leak going back to the valve cover. I definitely saw that. It's got an oil leak on the power steering lines, obviously the water pump, but the main thing I want to do is get the interior clean and get up underneath the hood clean, so when I actually start messing with it, I won't be getting as dirty. Yes, I'll be getting dirty, but I won't be getting as dirty. I got like a little electric pressure washer that basically take care of all that. So I will see y'all once we get back from getting all the stuff for the 410 to clean it. Yay me. Alright, so we're going to be kind of cleaning the Camaro up today. I got this stuff that I think's only sold around here. It's called Reclean. This is the bottle that they sell. This is basically like, it's an extractor. It pulls out. See all this nasty shit that's in the center console? Fucking all this shit. Basically pulls that out. And then I got some stuff that's going to condition the leather. Maybe bring the leather back out in the seats a little bit more. The more I feel it, it's kind of stiff. And we're gonna wipe the interior down and probably clean the car itself, but hopefully maybe bring the interior out a little bit better than it already is. The interior itself, like I said before in the last video, it's not that bad. Could be better. I'm not gonna complain about it. The car, me and my buddy took the RPO codes off of this car last night. This car is factory 323 rear gear. It had almost every option that a Z28 could get, including T-tops, as y'all can see. But I mean, it's just like it was a heavily optioned Z28. As y'all can tell, leather wrapped steering wheel. I mean, leather seats, leather rear seats. And obviously T-top, that's probably my favorite part, even though, I mean, it's not very, you can't really make a race car out of a fucking T-top car. I mean, you can, but they're just, the structure of them is just really bad for doing that. But I'm not going to complain about it, because I don't really plan on making this a race car. I'm more or less making this a street car that I can go cruising around with my buddies in and it'd be reliable and not have to worry about it. And as y'all can tell, right now it's not that reliable. I mean, honestly, I would probably drive the hell out of this car if the water pump wasn't fucked up, because I think that's really the only thing that's wrong with it. But other than that, the car's pretty mint in my point, but it like I said, it just needs some work. You can tell, if you look real close, I was looking at these stickers here. The last time this car was on the road, looks like around, well, let's just say, I'm gonna say the last time it was on the road was like October of 2017. And I'm pretty sure the person that owned it was driving it up until that point. So, because the sticker itself says October 2018, and usually them things last for a year, so I'm taking it, he got that in October of 2017, going to 18. So, the sun's a little bit bright today, so I apologize for that. But, I'm actually pretty excited. I'm actually pretty excited for a couple reasons. One, I get to go cruise around with my buddies again and have something that sounds good, that's reliable, and that, you know, it'll get out of its own way, but it's not going to be crazy fast until the plans that I'm going to get ready to tell y'all. Still debating on nitrous. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but I might put nitrous on it. I haven't really decided. First thing we're doing is LS7, LS7 valve springs, LS7 lifters. Probably going to put a small Texas speed cam in it eventually. And I think that's probably about it for now. I might put like a Yank 3000 stall in it. I don't want to go 3200. I know it's only 200 stall difference, but still, I want to keep this a regular driver. I want to be able to drive it anywhere I want. And I know if I put a 3200 in it, I'm going to want more and more and more and more. I don't want to ruin the car's drivability. And my plans really is not making this car a race car, but you never know. I mean, time will tell. I watched It's Just a Six a lot, and he didn't really plan on making that Roush Charge Mustang. He's got a race car, and it ended up being a race car. So only time will really tell what we end up actually doing with it. I can tell whoever owned this car was a smoker. Because it smells like fucking cigarettes in here, and I see cigarette ashes everywhere in here. And I see, that's nasty. Somebody, my cousin gave me a little bit of a rundown on this car. This car came out of Pennsylvania. The guy that owned it before my cousin swapped the dash out in it. And this dash reads 170,000. So, what I'm going to do is, the guy told my cousin that the car had only 120 on the title, which it does, but he swapped the dash out and this dash was reading 170. There's one way to find that out. I can pop the dash out in this car and look at the VIN number and see if the VIN number to this dash matches to this car or another car. If that being the fact that if it just so happens that this has a different VIN number on it, more than likely the guy did actually swap the dash cluster out. But, yeah. Let's get to cleaning. First thing, though, before we actually get to cleaning this car, I'm going to try one thing. I got a 10mm wrench here. And as y'all can tell, this is screwed up. Laying in the middle of the grass, but I don't know if exactly y'all can see that. The only thing holding this fender in is this bent up tab here on the fender. It's bent like holy hell, and I think that's the only thing keeping this fender from staying in there. Well, this part of it anyway. I need to get fender wheels for this car too. I just realized that. But I don't think it's that expensive. So let's see if we can get this out. Whoever had this car really screwed this thing up. might have just had the way we were parked. Okay. I just want to get the fender straight on it. I was going to wash it, but I'm afraid to start it. I don't want to pull it there.
I won't wash it yet till I got my stuff.
I'm just going to get the interior clean. That's all. I got that multi-purpose cleaner stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm just not done. I'll get it when I'm done. Well, we find out she's straight. So, one easy way to find out if these cars are straight. My dad just taught me this. I didn't really know. You measure from this center of this cap to this center of this cap on both sides. It'll tell you if the car's actually straight or going to crab walk or anything. The car was 101.5 on both sides, so the car's straight. It's just I don't know. Like I said, I think somebody bottomed this car out, because if you look real well, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see paint missing, so it looks like it bottomed out on something. It's probably why you don't actually have exhaust on it, because somebody, I don't know, somebody probably ripped the exhaust off of it when they actually fucked it all up, so we'll see. Email. Y'all can see this. That's what was keeping the fender from not actually being straight. There. I'm gonna do my best to get that back straight. Perfect one. If you push this back in. Pretty close. A lot better than it was. And then when we go to the other side, it'll be similar. think somebody rolled it here. It's not as bad on this side. That's all I got for y'all today. I've gone up and cleaned her up inside. We'll worry about cleaning it up later once I get the actual water pump fixed. I don't really want to move this car no more than I got to because that water pump is shot. I am going to get the inner fender wells on order. I'm going to go ahead and get them coming. I'm going to go ahead and get the water pump coming as quick as possible. I'm going to go up there, see if I can get my dad to run to the local parts store within the next few days and see if I can get that water pump here within the next week, so to give me something to do next week for the channel. But as y'all can see, I actually got this fender pretty straight. The only thing I have to do now is pretty much bend the original tab back straight, and it'll pretty much put the fender exactly where it's supposed to be. All it took was a little beating and banging, and they got the fender right back straight. Didn't really take much. As far as this goes, I think I'm going to take a drill bit, drill it, and use a puller and see if I can pop it back out, because as you can see, you can't get to the back side of it. So I was told by a few buddies, actually more than one, if I just take a drill bit, drill this, and then you run a screw into it, or even take this tech screw and run into it and just pop it out, it'll eventually work itself back out straight. And then I'll just have to, you know, put a little bit of Bondo over the holes and sand that down, and then tape the door off, tape the inside off, and just repaint this quarter panel. And yeah, I didn't even notice that. Rear bumper's pretty screwed up too. But that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you all are enjoying Project Z as much as I am, because I don't know, it's just something about this car just pretty much drawed right to me as soon as the first time I saw it. So y'all enjoy yourself, have a wonderful day. My name's Chevy Boy 757. See y'all.